Let me ask you a question, and I want you to be really, truly honest with yourself. Do you ever feel like you're becoming invisible? I'm not talking about a superpower. I'm talking about that sinking feeling. The one you get when you walk into a crowded room, a family party, and the conversations just seem to flow right around you. The laughter happens, but you're not a part of it. You smile, but it feels like nobody registers it. Slowly, you start to feel like your presence, the vibrant person you've always been, is just fading into the background. Does that sound familiar? If it does, I need you to know two things. One, you are not alone. And two, it is not your fault. Society, along with all its outdated fashion rules, has quietly handed women an invisibility cloak as we reach a certain age. They whisper these well-meaning little lies in our ears. Wear beige, it's so age-appropriate. Stick to gray, it's sophisticated. Don't wear anything too bright, dear. You don't want to draw too much attention. And we listened. We built ourselves a prison of neutrals, right inside our own closets. A safe world of beige, and taupe, and sensible brown. But do you want to know the truth about that safe zone? It is the danger zone. It's the place that is actively draining your life force. It's making your skin look duller. Your eyes look more tired. And it is burying your brilliant spirit under a pile of bland. But today, right here, right now, we are going to rip that invisibility cloak to shreds. We are staging a prison break from the world of neutrals. And our weapon, it's something you already own. Something simple, powerful, and a secret that has been hiding in plain sight. It's color. And let me be very clear about something right from the start. This is not about dressing to get someone else's attention. This is about dressing in the color of self-respect. It's about commanding the admiration of the entire world. And most importantly, it's about falling in love with the powerful, vibrant woman you see in the mirror. In this journey we're about to take, we're not just going to skim through 8 pretty colors. We are going to build a full-on style manifesto. We're going to dive into the psychology, uncover the history, and learn the master-level secrets to turning every outfit into a statement. This is a revolution for your closet, a rebirth for your presence. So, let me ask you again, are you ready to be seen? To make your presence an undeniable force every time you walk into a room? If the answer is yes, then stay right here with me. All right, let's get right into it. Before we dive into the specific colors, you and I need to talk about a fundamental truth. Think of it as the invisible force that shapes how the entire world sees you, and it happens faster than you can possibly imagine. So, have you ever heard of the 7-second rule? Well, forget it. It's too slow. Psychologists at Princeton proved that it takes just 1/10 of a second for someone to form a first impression of you. 1/10 of a second. That's faster than you can blink. And in that instant, their brain has already made a whole series of snap judgments about your confidence, your trustworthiness, your status, even your attractiveness. All of this happens before you even open your mouth to say hello. And what's the very first piece of data their brain processes? It's color. Before they notice your smile, before they notice your posture, the color you are wearing has already sent a powerful signal. I've lived this. I've actually run an experiment on this myself. I went to 2 class reunions, one year after the other. The first year, I wore this charcoal gray suit. I thought it was elegant, sophisticated, age-appropriate. And the result? I felt practically invisible. A few polite hellos, some small talk. But I spent most of the night feeling like part of the wallpaper. The next year, I changed one thing. I wore a silk dress and this stunning cobalt blue. And let me tell you, the difference was night and day. People came to me. They said I looked radiant, that I was glowing with energy. I was the exact same person. The only thing that changed was the color I was wrapped in. So why does this happen? This isn't some kind of magic. It's pure neuroscience. When our eyes see a color, it sends a signal straight to the emotional center of our brain, the thalamus. And different colors have different wavelengths, which create actual physical reactions in our bodies. Take red. It has the longest wavelength of any color. When you look at it, it gives your adrenal gland a tiny nudge, subtly increasing your heart rate and blood pressure. It creates a feeling of energy, excitement, and urgency. Blue, on the other hand, has a shorter wavelength. It actually has a calming effect on the nervous system, lowering your heart rate, creating a sense of trust and stability. Have you ever felt more energized just by putting on a bright yellow top? or felt calmer just by being in a room painted soft blue? That's your brain reacting to color. And it gets even more fascinating when you look at it through the lens of gender. Evolutionary biology tells us that men's and women's brains evolved to process colors slightly differently. Women, as the traditional gatherers, developed a much finer ability to distinguish between subtle shades of reds and greens, essential for telling a ripe berry from a poisonous one. It's why we can see the difference between rose and coral. Men's brains, on the other hand, were wired to be highly sensitive to movement and contrast, crucial for hunting. They tend to process color in broader, more basic categories. And because of this, bold, clear, primary adjacent colors, like a true red or a royal blue, trigger a stronger, faster ping in their brain. That University of Rochester study was right. Men are subconsciously more drawn to women in red because it activates a primal association with health and vitality. I used to think, oh, who cares about color? It's what's on the inside that counts. And listen, that is absolutely true. But here's the kicker. Before they get a chance to see what's on the inside, they see the color you're wearing on the outside. Which brings us to a critical point, a trap that so many of us have fallen into. Now, I want you to be honest with me. Go ahead, open your closet in your mind's eye. What do you see? A sea of beige? A landscape of gray? Maybe some sensible brown? We call these colors safe. We call them neutral. But I'm here to tell you that safe zone is the most dangerous place you could be. Here's why. As we get older, our skin's natural pigmentation changes. We lose some of that youthful, rosy contrast. When you wear those muted, washed-out colors right next to your face, they actually amplify that effect. They don't complement you. They can highlight shadows, make you look sallow, and unintentionally drain the life and energy from your appearance. I had this beige cashmere sweater I loved. I thought it was the chicest thing I owned, until I saw a picture of myself wearing it at a family brunch, and my heart just sank. I looked exhausted, drained. That safe sweater had literally sucked the life right out of my face. So if that safe zone is actually the thing that's making us invisible, what are the colors that can relight that fire? What are the power colors that can break us out of that invisibility cloak for good? Well, in the next section, we are going to dive into the very first, most potent color on that list. All right, now we are stepping into the heart of this style revolution. We're going to break down our first color group, the power and passion colors. And there is no better color to kick things off with than red. Can you feel that? Just saying the name seems to raise the energy in the room. Red isn't just about passion or seduction. It's the color of lifeblood, of primal energy. Historically, from Roman emperors to Eastern dynasties, red has always been the color of ultimate power, of luck, and of victory. A study in the Asterisk Journal of Experimental Social Psychology literally proved that athletes wearing red have a statistically higher chance of winning. Red sends a signal to your own brain that says, I am confident, I am ready, and I am here to be seen. Let me tell you about my red dress. For years, I wouldn't touch the color. I thought it was too loud, too flashy, too young. Then, for my 60th birthday, my daughter gave me this silk-wrapped dress in a deep ruby red. My first instinct was to say no. But then I thought, what the heck? Why not? I wore it to my party. And I swear to you, it was the first time in years I felt like the main character in my own life, in the best possible way. And it wasn't just the men. My oldest girlfriends came up to me, telling me I looked powerful and absolutely radiant. That dress didn't change who I was. It just gave the real me permission to shine. So, how do you harness the power of red for yourself? First, you need to find your signature red. If you have cool undertones in your skin, look for blue-based reds like ruby, cherry, or a beautiful wine red. If you have warm undertones, you'll glow in orange-based reds like coral, tomato, or brick red. Now, if you're a little hesitant, I want you to use my gateway to red strategy. Start with a power accent, a classic red lip. Do you have a red lipstick that makes you feel like you can conquer the world? A structured red handbag, a killer pair of red heels, or even just a silk red scarf tied elegantly on the side of a crisp white shirt. These are small declarations, but they are incredibly powerful. Try pairing a red sweater with your favorite white jeans, or a red blazer over a dark floral dress. You will feel your own confidence level rise, I guarantee it. Now, if red is a passionate shout, our next color is a powerful whisper. I'm talking about black. Ask yourself this: is there any other color that is simultaneously so safe and yet so daring? It is the color of ultimate elegance, the uniform of power, mystery, and sophistication. The legendary Coco Chanel liberated women with the little black dress. She understood that black has this incredible ability to create a sleek, uninterrupted silhouette, allowing a woman's own personality to be the star of the show. A UK study found that, of all colors, black was consistently ranked as the most attractive, and it was strongly associated with intelligence and confidence. I have what I call my power uniform in my closet. It's a perfectly tailored black blazer and a pair of straight-leg black trousers. Whenever I have a high-stakes meeting, or I just need to feel grounded and in control, that is my armor. It makes me feel composed, professional, and unflappable. But how do you wear black without looking boring, or like you're in mourning? The secret is one word. I want you to say it with me: texture. Try mixing different textures in an all-black outfit. Imagine a silky black camisole tucked into black leather pants with a soft, black cashmere cardigan over the top. You see, it's still all black, but the interplay between the shine of the silk, the edge of the leather, and the softness of the cashmere creates a look that is incredibly rich and sophisticated. And never, ever forget the power of your accessories. An all-black outfit is the perfect blank canvas. So be the artist. Add a bold, gold statement necklace, a vibrant, printed silk scarf, or a pair of stunning cobalt blue shoes. Those are the details that make your black come alive and tell your unique story. From the ultimate classic, we now move to the color of complexity, of creativity. Let's talk about purple. Purple is not for the faint of heart. Historically, this was the rarest and most expensive color on Earth, derived from thousands of tiny sea snails. It was literally worth more than its weight in gold. Only emperors and high royalty were allowed to wear it. Queen Elizabeth I actually passed laws forbidding commoners from wearing purple. So, it has always carried this DNA of royalty, luxury, and exclusivity. Psychologically, it's this perfect marriage of the fiery energy of red with the calm stability of blue. This creates a color of intrigue and balance, suggesting creativity, intuition, and a deep wisdom. It makes people curious about you. I have a dear friend who's a potter. She told me, whenever I feel blocked, I wrap myself in my deep purple shawl and just sit with my tea. I believe it helps me connect to that deeper, more spiritual, creative part of myself. What about you? What does purple make you feel? To wear purple beautifully, you have to understand its spectrum. Lavender and lilac are soft, romantic, and approachable, perfect for a daytime event. Plum and eggplant are deep, rich, and sophisticated, a fantastic alternative to black for the office. And royal purple or amethyst, that's bold, regal, and attention-grabbing. It's for the woman who isn't afraid to be the queen of the evening. And please, try some unexpectedly chic pairings. Purple paired with mustard yellow is artistic and stunning. Purple with a deep olive green is earthy and incredibly sophisticated. Start with a plum-colored sweater or a pair of amethyst earrings. Let the mystery of purple tell the world that you are a woman of substance and unique wisdom. So, after exploring these intense, powerful colors, you might be craving a bit of calm and intellect. And that's exactly where we're headed next. In the following section, we'll step into the world of elegance and grace. After all of that intense, powerful energy, let's shift gears. It's time to step into the world of elegance, of calm, and of deep wisdom. And we're going to start with the world's favorite color. I'm talking about blue. Yes, it's true. Survey after survey, across dozens of countries and cultures, all point to the same thing. More people choose blue as their favorite color than any other. Why? Because we are literally surrounded by it. It's the color of the endless sky and the deep sea. It gives us a sense of stability, of reliability, and of infinite calm. The world's biggest corporations, banks, tech giants, financial institutions, they all use blue in their logos for a reason. Psychologically, blue is the language of trust and confidence. When you wear blue, you are sending a subconscious message that says, I am trustworthy, I am calm, and I know what I'm doing. Haven't you ever noticed? When you have a big job interview or an important meeting and you're not sure what to wear, you almost instinctively reach for something blue. That's your intuition guiding you to the color of credibility. I remember a time there was a really tense disagreement brewing in my family. That day, instead of preparing arguments, I put on my best navy blue blazer, the one with the perfect tailoring. It was like wearing calm authority. I didn't have to raise my voice. My presence alone seemed to lower the temperature in the room, and people listened. Blue has the power to soothe both the wearer and the viewer. So, how should we be wearing blue? Think of it as a family of colors. You have your light blues, like sky blue or powder blue. These are friendly, gentle, and approachable. They're perfect for soft sweaters or casual linen shirts on a relaxed weekend. Then you have cobalt or royal blue. This is blue's fun, confident side. It gets you noticed without the aggression of red. A cobalt blue dress for a wedding or a special event. Absolutely stunning. And finally, navy blue. I like to call navy black's smarter, more approachable sister. It's just as professional, just as chic, but a little bit softer. A navy blue suit is the ultimate statement of a powerful, intelligent woman in the workplace. From the calming stability of the sky and sea, let's journey now into the heart of the forest, to a color of lush vitality and luxurious renewal. Emerald green. When you look at this color, what do you feel? It's the color of rebirth, of nature, of growth. But it's also the color of wealth, of precious gems, of unapologetic luxury. It was famously Cleopatra's favorite color. And here's a fascinating scientific fact. Green is the most restful color for the human eye. It actually requires no adjustment for your eyes to process. So when someone looks at you in this beautiful emerald, they are subconsciously put at ease, even as they're captivated by its vibrancy. I went through a period after I retired where I just felt stuck. In a rut, life felt a little bit gray. And one day, I was walking past a boutique and this emerald green silk blouse in the window just called to me. It was completely out of my comfort zone. But I bought it. Wearing that blouse felt like a promise to myself that there was still growth ahead. It was the spark that inspired me to start a new garden on my balcony. That color symbolized a whole new season of life for me. So, how do you wear green like the gem it is? The key is to let it be the star of the show. Pair it with simple, elegant neutrals to let its richness shine. Emerald with crisp winter white is breathtakingly chic. Emerald with gold jewelry? That is the ultimate power couple of luxury. And for an unexpectedly sophisticated look, try pairing it with deep navy blue. You don't have to wear it head to toe. Start with a statement coat, a velvet blazer for the holidays, or just a pair of elegant emerald earrings. It will give you an aura of vitality and regal sophistication. From the richness of jewels, we arrive at the color of pure elegance. A color that is both breathtakingly simple and profoundly powerful. We're talking about white and ivory. White is the color of a clean slate, of new beginnings, of clarity. It projects honesty and an effortless chic. Think of ivory as white's warmer, more sophisticated cousin. It's less stark, more inviting. It has the softness of aged pearls, the timelessness of a marble statue. Wearing all white is a true power move. Why? Because it's impractical. It takes confidence to wear something so pristine. You're subconsciously telling the world that you are poised and in control. When I went through the process of downsizing my home and simplifying my life, I started bringing that same philosophy into my wardrobe. I fell in love with white linen dresses and ivory silk trousers. Wearing them made me feel free, unburdened, and elegant. It was a reflection of the new chapter I was in, simple, clear, and focused on what truly matters. But how do you wear white without looking like you're a doctor or on your way down the aisle? Once again, the secret is texture and layering. Imagine a chunky, cream-colored cable knit sweater worn over a fluid, ivory silk skirt, or a crisp white cotton shirt paired with wide-legged white linen trousers. The difference in textures is what creates depth and visual interest. And accessories are white's best friend. Pair your whites with rich, cognac leather accessories, a belt, a bag, sandals, for that timeless, coastal grandmother vibe. Pair them with metallics for a modern edge. And of course, pearls are always a perfect match. So we've walked through the colors of calm and class. But what about the colors of pure radiance, of warmth and femininity? In the next section, we're going to explore the shades that are designed to bring a glow to your skin and a sparkle to your eye. Alright, we've explored the colors of calm and class. And now, we're going to talk about the colors that are designed to bring a literal glow to your skin and a sparkle to your eye. Welcome to the Radiance and Warmth group. And we're starting with a color that is so misunderstood. Pink. When I say that word, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Barbie dolls? Girly girls? Naivete? Well, today, we are officially redefining pink. In modern psychology, a soft pink, think blush, think rose, isn't the color of childishness. It's the color of compassion, of warmth, and of approachability. There's a famous study on a specific shade called Baker Miller pink. It was found to be so calming it could actually reduce heart rates and aggressive behavior. So when you wear a soft, gentle pink, you're projecting an aura of safety, of kindness. You're signaling, you can talk to me. I'm a safe space. It's a color of quiet confidence, of a woman whose strength comes from her grace, not her force. I discovered this firsthand when I started mentoring some young entrepreneurs. I noticed that on the days I wore a simple blush-colored silk blouse, the conversation was just easier. They opened up more. They shared their struggles more freely. That color lowered the barrier between our ages. It made me a confidant, not just an older authority figure. So how do you wear pink in a way that reads chic and not childish? The secret is to balance its inherent sweetness with strong colors and sophisticated tailoring. Let me give you my favorite power combinations. Blush pink paired with charcoal gray? That is the definition of sophisticated. Imagine a pink cashmere sweater with gray flannel trousers. Stunning. Soft pink with navy blue. It's feminine and powerful, all at once. And if you want a truly modern, high-fashion look, try pairing it with olive green or a deep burgundy. And please remember, fabric is everything. A blush pink in cashmere or silk is pure luxury. So start small if you need to. A rose gold watch, a dusty rose scarf, or simply finding the perfect nude pink lipstick for your skin tone. Pink isn't about looking younger. It's about looking kinder and more approachable. From the gentle warmth of pink, we're going to amplify that radiance to a whole new level. It's time to talk about the aura of luxury. It's time to talk about gold and metallics. Now, this isn't just a color. It's an effect. From the beginning of time, gold has been the symbol of the sun, of life, of wealth, and of achievement. Gold medals, the gold standard, it's always associated with being the best. The magic of metallics is that they play with light. They don't just sit there. They reflect, they shimmer, they create a subtle glow that bounces onto your skin and makes you look more luminous. They naturally draw the eye, but in a sophisticated, captivating way. I'm not someone who wears a lot of flashy jewelry, but I have one pair of simple, classic gold hoop earrings. And on those gray, dreary days when I'm feeling a little blah, I always put them on. And that little flash of gold near my face is an instant mood lift. Every time I catch my reflection, I feel more polished, more pulled together. What's your go-to metallic piece? The one that always makes you feel just a little more special when you put it on? The rule for wearing metallics, especially during the day, is elegance, not excess. Think of metallics as a special neutral. A pair of gold loafers or silver ballet flats can be worn with everything from jeans to a dress, adding an instant touch of polish. The easiest way to start is with your accessories. The hardware on your handbag, a beautiful watch, a delicate necklace. Another one of my favorite tricks is to look for sweaters with a subtle metallic thread woven in. It's that perfect wink of glamour without being over the top. Save the head-to-toe sequins for the gala. For every day, let your metallics be a whisper of your good taste. A bronze handbag with an all-cream outfit. A pair of silver shoes to elevate a simple blazer and jeans look. It's those little details that signal true style. So, we have journeyed through all 8 of our power color groups. From the strength of red, to the elegance of blue, to the radiance of gold. But now you might be asking the most important question of all. This is all great. But how do I know which of these colors are right for *me? And in our final, most crucial section, we're going to stop talking about colors. And we're going to start talking about you. So, we come to the most important question of all. This is all great, but how do I know which of these beautiful colors are actually my colors? The answer isn't guesswork. It's a science. It's a professional method called personal color analysis, or seasonal analysis, developed by artists and color theorists to find the perfect palette that harmonizes with your unique skin tone, eye color, and hair color. It divides everyone into 4 general seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Let's see which one you might be. If you are a spring, you have a warm, bright, clear quality to your coloring. Think of a fresh spring day. Your power colors are happy and vibrant, like coral pink, Kelly green, and sunny yellow. If you're a summer, you have cool, soft, and more muted undertones. Think of a hazy, romantic summer afternoon. You look your best in soft and cool shades like sky blue, lavender, and dusty rose. If you're in autumn, your coloring is warm, rich, and earthy. Think of a crisp autumn day in New England. You come alive in those deep, warm colors like terracotta, olive green, and mustard yellow. And finally, winter. You're a winter if you have cool undertones and a high contrast between your skin, hair, and eyes. Think of a dramatic winter landscape. You shine in sharp, clear, cool colors like ruby red, cobalt blue, hot pink, and, of course, pure black and white. For years, I was trying to force myself into those elegant beiges and warm browns, and I could never figure out why I always looked so sallow and tired. The moment an analyst draped a piece of fuchsia fabric across my shoulders, it was like a light bulb went on. My entire face lit up. My eyes sparkled. It was a life-changing revelation. I was a winter. Here's a quick hack you can do right now. Look at the veins on the inside of your wrist in natural light. Are they more blue or purple? You're likely cool-toned, a summer or winter. More green? You're warm-toned, a spring or autumn. Have you ever stood in front of a mirror, holding up something orange and then something bright pink? Which color makes your skin look clearer and your eyes sparkle more? Trust your gut, but listen, finding your colors is just step one. To unlock true, undeniable style, you need the complete equation. And here's my perfect style equation. Your colors plus quality fabric plus the perfect fit equals unforgettable style. Let's talk about fabric. I want you to adopt a new mantra: quality over quantity. As we mature, our style should be about investing in beautiful, natural fabrics. Silk, cashmere, linen, high-quality cotton. That same navy blue in a cheap polyester looks flat and lifeless. But in silk, it has depth. It has movement. It looks like $1,000,000. Good fabric not only feels better on your skin, it holds color more richly and drapes on the body beautifully. And then, the secret weapon, the fit. A $20 pair of pants, tailored to fit you perfectly, will look more expensive than a $200 pair that's hanging off you. Find a good tailor. They should be your best friend. Understand your body. Learn the silhouettes that make you feel amazing. I have an ivory silk blazer I bought 10 years ago. I spent a little extra to have it tailored to fit my shoulders and waist perfectly. To this day, every single time I wear it, I get a compliment. That is the power of good fabric and a perfect fit. Okay, so you know your colors, you understand fabric and fit. But how do you put this all into practice without getting overwhelmed and buying a whole new wardrobe? The answer: you build a smart capsule wardrobe. You know that statistic that says we wear 20% of our clothes 80% of the time? A capsule wardrobe is about making that 20% absolutely perfect. Here's the simple formula. Start with your foundation, 5 to 7 core neutral pieces from your season's palette. For me, a winter, that's black trousers, a white silk shirt, a gray cashmere sweater. Then, add your personality, 3 to 5 pieces in your power colors. For me, that's my fuchsia blouse and my cobalt blue dress. Finally, add a few versatile outer layers and the accessories that tie it all together. My own closet is incredibly simple. My foundation is black, white, and navy. My personality comes from my accent pieces in ruby red and emerald green. Everything works with everything else. Getting dressed in the morning becomes a joy, not a chore. And that's the secret. That's how you turn this theory into a lifestyle. It's not about having more clothes. It's about having the right clothes. But after all of this analysis, of colors, of fabrics, of closets, what is the final, most profound lesson I want to leave you with? All right, we've been on quite a journey together, haven't we? We've decoded the psychology of color, we've explored our 8 power palettes, and we've learned how to build a smart, beautiful wardrobe. But after all the analysis, all the rules, and all the advice, the final, most profound lesson I want to leave you with isn't about a specific color at all. Years ago, a wonderfully chic client said something to me that has stuck with me ever since. She said, "At my age, I don't just wear clothes anymore. I wear my stories." That single sentence changed the way I look at style forever. And that is what I want for you. I want you to see that every color you choose isn't just a piece of fabric. It's a chapter in the incredible story of your life. That red dress isn't just red. It's the story of a heart that's still passionate and full of life. That blue blazer isn't just blue. It's the story of a soul that has weathered storms and found its deep, calm wisdom. That emerald blouse is the story of renewal, a promise that you are always growing. That flash of gold is the story of your achievements, a celebration of everything you've accomplished. I know it can feel scary to step out of that beige and gray comfort zone. It can feel vulnerable to be seen, but I'm not asking you to change everything overnight. Just start with one thing: a silk scarf, a bold lipstick, a pair of earrings. Just take one small step out of the shadows, because every single morning, when you open your closet, you are making a choice. It's a choice far more important than what you'll have for breakfast. You are choosing between that familiar, comfortable invisibility cloak or the armor of radiance. That choice is yours. It is always yours. And I want you to remember this, above all else: the most magnetic, the most captivating, the most powerful thing a woman can ever wear is not a color. It is her self-respect. Color is just the most beautiful way of making sure the rest of the world can see it, too. But wait, don't click away just yet. Mastering the language of color is an absolute game changer for reclaiming your presence. But it's only half the battle for achieving true, head-turning style. Because even if you are wearing the most perfect, flattering color in the world, if you pair it with an outdated silhouette, the entire effect is ruined. The silhouette is what makes you look modern, chic, and lean. It is the deal breaker. So, if you are truly serious about feeling confident, vibrant, and beautiful, then the next video on wide leg pants, the unexpected U60+ age hacking secret, healthy aging style, is the missing piece of the puzzle you absolutely cannot afford to miss. Click on it right now, and I'll see you over there to show you the secret to completely transforming your shape.